One day you wake up and realize that no one is coming to save you. No one is going to knock on your door and say, "Hey, I see how exhausted you are. Let me carry some of that weight." No one is keeping track of how much you've sacrificed, how much you've endured, how many silent battles you've fought alone in the dark. You look at your phone and it stays silent. The world outside your window keeps moving. Cars pass by. People hurry to work. Children laugh. Families argue. Life continues with or without you, and your struggle echoes back at you like shouting into an empty canyon. That moment feels like a quiet kind of death, the kind no one sees, the kind no one mourns. And yet that moment, this painfully honest awakening, is one of the most defining moments a person can experience. Because in that instant you stop waiting. You stop expecting. You stop hoping someone will suddenly care enough to carry your pain for you. It shatters you, but it also frees you. The truth is harsh, but it is liberating. People are busy drowning in their own storms. They are trying to survive their anxieties, their insecurities, their past. They don't ignore you out of cruelty. They simply cannot carry what is not theirs. And when you grasp this, when you finally stop begging the world to notice your struggle, something powerful happens. You begin to carry yourself. Marcus Aurelius, a man who bore the weight of leading an empire, told himself, "Stop debating what a good man should be. Be one." Notice he didn't say, "Be one when people appreciate you," or "Be one when you feel supported." He said simply, "Be one." Because recognition is an illusion. Applause fades. Memory fades. Gratitude fades. But your character remains. What you build within yourself is the only thing that cannot be taken from you. This is why realizing that no one cares is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of ownership. If no one cares, then no one's judgment defines you. If no one cares, you no longer have to twist yourself to meet expectations. If no one cares, you are finally free to live for something deeper than approval. Think of how many times you've suffered not because of what happened, but because others didn't respond the way you hoped they would. A breakup felt worse because she moved on quickly. An accomplishment felt hollow because no one celebrated it. You felt invisible not because you did nothing, but because no one acknowledged the weight you carried. But what if you saw it differently? What if that silence wasn't rejection, but preparation? What if life, in all its indifference, was shaping you into someone capable of standing alone? Seneca wrote, "A man is as unhappy as he has convinced himself he is." It is not the world that hurts you, it is the meaning you attach to its silence. Interpret the silence as abandonment and you crumble. Interpret it as initiation and you rise. The man who stops expecting others to care becomes untouchable, not because he is cold, but because his strength no longer depends on the fragile attention of others. He becomes dangerous in the most admirable way. He acts because it is in his nature to act. He improves because it is in his nature to grow. He builds his discipline, his skills, his life, not for applause but for legacy. And here is the irony. Once you no longer need validation, people start giving it. Respect appears when desperation disappears. Confidence arrives when expectations fade. You become magnetic without trying. But Stoicism is not about isolating yourself or rejecting connection. It is not about becoming emotionless. It is about becoming complete. It is about building yourself into someone who does not collapse when affection is absent. Someone who gives from strength, not from hunger. Epictetus trained his students with severe honesty. He told them, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Why? Because public opinion is unstable. Today they'll cheer you. Tomorrow they'll mock you. If your worth depends on their noise, you will live as their prisoner. But if you can endure being misunderstood, ignored, or underestimated, you become free. Modern psychology agrees. People who detach from external validation develop resilience. They recover faster from rejection. They experience less anxiety. They walk with more certainty because their foundation is internal, not borrowed. So when you realize no one cares, don't resent it. Don't curse it. Accept it. Lean into it. Let it strengthen you, not sour you. Let it sharpen you, not harden you. Let it mold you into someone who moves with intention, not desperation. Because the unspoken truth is this: nobody cares about your potential, but they will care about your results. Nobody cares about your suffering, but they will respect the person who turned pain into discipline. Nobody cares about your silence, but they will notice the presence you carve into the world. That is the transformation. That is the rebirth. The moment you stop waiting for someone to care is the moment you realize you don't need it. You don't need to be saved. You need to see yourself. You don't need applause. You need purpose. You don't need support before you move. You need movement before support appears. From that day on, every step becomes heavier, more meaningful. You walk differently because your spine is no longer bent by expectation. You speak differently because your words no longer seek approval. Your life shifts from hoping to becoming. So let them ignore you. Let them overlook you. Let them forget your name. None of that matters. You're not here to be remembered for your pain, you're here to be remembered for your strength. When you finally accept that no one cares, you become untouchable not because you built walls, but because you built a foundation. And that foundation, your quiet, unshakable inner fortress, is the beginning of true discipline, true confidence, and true adulthood. If these words stirred something in you, don't rush past it. Sit with it. Let it sink. Think about where in your life you've been waiting for care instead of cultivating strength. Share your thoughts in the comments. I want to hear the moment this realization hit you. And if you're ready to keep growing, subscribe. This journey into becoming unbreakable is only just beginning.